Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Through this video, you can quickly understand as well as note down the question and answers of class 6th Social and Political Life book lesson 4, What is Government? So let us begin. So our first question is define government and list some of its important functions. So government is a managing body or governing body which makes decision and gets things done. So people elect their representatives and they form the government, and then the government basically runs the entire country. So there are lots of functions of government. It builds roads and schools and hospitals. It maintains law and orders, maintains foreign relations. It deals with social issues like food, poverty, etc. Maintains courts, protection of boundaries of the country, maintaining parks, maintaining hygiene in the society. So there are lots of functions. These are few of them. Let's move ahead. Next question is, what is democracy? Name two essential features of democratic government. So a democratic government is a form of government in which people give the government the power to make decisions on their behalf. So basically, it is a government in which people elect their own leaders, and it practices universal adult franchise as well. That means all people who are 18 or above 18 have the right to vote. There are lots of other features of democracy like people get rights. Government is accountable to its decisions for its decisions. Government is accountable. That means answerable for its decisions. And government has to maintain dignity of all citizens. So there are lots of other features. What are the three levels of government? So the levels of government are here: central government, state government, and local government. Central government is responsible for the entire country. State government is responsible for entire state. Local government has basically two parts. In urban areas, we call it municipality, and in rural areas, we call it panchayats. So they are basically responsible for a certain locality or town. Then question number 4, difference between democracy and monarchy. So in a democracy, people elect their own representatives, whereas in a monarchy, the king has the power to make all the decisions and run the government. And here the elected leaders of the country govern the country. And here the ruler is not elected, he is hereditary in nature, and they keep on ruling. Monarch is not accountable or answerable for its decisions. They don't have to explain it. Government has to explain the reasons for taking any decision. So monarch is not responsible or accountable, and government is responsible and accountable. Then what is representative democracy? This is a similar question that we have done earlier. Democratic government is also called as a representative democracy because here people choose their own representatives through elections. So they are basically the representatives, the leaders are the representatives, and they govern the country on behalf of people. So the representatives, that means the MPs and MLAs, they meet, make decisions for the entire population. What is universal adult franchise? Extremely important question. It will come in your exams, and keep my word. It means that all Indians above the age of 18 years, or 18 and above 18 basically. So I've just quickly corrected it. It means that all Indians who are 18 and above, irrespective of their caste, creed, and gender, have the right to vote. Then what was suffrage movement? So during the First World War, women's movement to vote got strengthened. A lot of women groups were there who started demanding right to vote. So this was called as suffrage movement, and suffrage means right to vote. Universal adult franchise is often called as universal adult suffrage. So it means the same. And as a result of this movement, American women got the right to vote in 1920, and women in United Kingdom got the right to vote in 1928. So let's move ahead. When was the journal Young India written and who wrote it? It was written by Mahatma Gandhi in 1931. Then there is this question. I've reduced the length of the question. Mahatma Gandhi felt that every person should get the right to vote. But few people think that illiterate people and poor people should not have the right to vote. So, do you think this would be a form of discrimination? And give 5 points to support your answer. So, the answer is here. Yes, I think that all people, whether they are illiterate or literate, poor or rich, should have the right to vote. And these are the 5 points to support the views. Universal adult franchise, it is providing equal voting rights to all citizens. So how can we differentiate on the basis of their literacy or poverty? Then our constitution provides equality to all. If all are equal, that means illiterate people or poor people are also equal, so they will have the right. Discrimination on grounds of poverty and illiteracy is not fair. So discrimination on any grounds rather is not fair. And illiterate and poor people are amongst those people who need a lot of help from the government. So they should have full right to choose the government. If government is not working for them, they can vote the government out in the next elections. Then wealth and literacy cannot be the only criterions for good judgment. It is not necessary that people who are poor or illiterate, they will always make a bad decision, and the people who are rich and literate, they will always make a good decision. So these are not the criterions for good judgment. So that's it. These are the notes of this lesson. If you like it, kindly share the video. Thank you so much.